Political chaos in South Korea after the president's sudden decision to impose and then revoke martial law.
Political chaos in South Korea as the president declares he's lifting martial law after implementing it just hours earlier. In Afghanistan, the Taliban reportedly banned female students from medical training, the only form of higher education still available for women. Protesters returned to the streets of Georgia for a sixth night of anti-government protests.
At 6, more than 70 people arrested in the UK as a major Russian money laundering operation is dismantled. Drug gangs were able to exchange huge piles of cash for untraceable cryptocurrency. This woman is one of the Russians at the heart of the operation. Also tonight, live pictures from New York near Times Square, where police are hunting this gunman after the boss of a major US health insurance company is shot dead in broad daylight outside the Hilton Hotel. Police suspect it was a targeted attack. The French government is on the brink of collapse tonight. A debate is underway. Can the Prime Minister survive? And we talk to the Queen of Fashion, Anna Wintour, about her new immersive Vogue catwalk exhibition and why she wears her trademark dark glasses.
They help me see, and they help me not see, and they help me be seen and not be seen, so they're a prop.
Also on the programme, MPs in South Korea start impeachment proceedings against the president after overturning his declaration of martial law.
Good morning, our headlines at 6 o'clock. Lucy Letby is questioned in jail by police over more baby deaths at 2 hospitals. Nearly half of teenage children who've been in a relationship have experienced violent or controlling behaviour from their partner, according to a new report.
Good morning. It is day 4 of Kevin Sinfield's epic 7 in 7 in 7 challenge. We're back in Doddyland today. Kev and his team belong to Glasgow.
What future for British brewing? With almost a dozen beer brands disappearing from pubs and bars, I've come to this brewery in Herefordshire to find out what shape the industry's in.
The British partner of former Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking and interstate prostitution in a New York federal court. Matthew Smith, along with Mr. Jeffries and their alleged middleman, James Jacobson, were arrested in October and charged with running an international sex trafficking and prostitution business. Mr. Jeffries and Mr. Jacobson have also pleaded not guilty. The 61-year-old was released under house arrest on condition of a $10 million bond. One of the UK's biggest commuter services, South Western Railway, is set to be the first train operator nationalised under the Labour government. The company operates train services across large parts of southern and southwest England, with an announcement expected tomorrow. Rail nationalisation was a key part of Labour's election manifesto. The government says public ownership will make the railways cheaper. And the Conservative leader in the Welsh Parliament, Andrew Orty-Davies, has resigned despite narrowly surviving a vote of confidence from his party colleagues. He said a substantial minority of his party opposed his continued leadership.
Let's have a look at this morning's newspapers, shall we? We're going to start with The Guardian. They're leading with South Korea's president failing in his bid to declare martial law. That's the story we were talking about here on the programme just a few minutes ago, saying some of the tensest hours in the country's recent history have been happening overnight.
Fewer people will be sentenced to jail after a damning report exposed the extent of prison overcrowding. That's according to The Times this morning. The paper says changes to sentencing will end short custodial sentences and ensure that more people are punished in the community.
Front page of the Mirror says full steam ahead. The paper leads on an interview with the new Transport Secretary, Heidi Alexander, who's on this programme later, saying she's pledged to put passengers back at the heart of Britain's railways under renationalisation. I can't even say it. Go on, Ben.
Renationalisation.
I need to be able to say that by 7:30.
Yeah, you've got time.
Renationalised.
Yes,
might do
that's
that.
easier.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, she'll be with us at 7:30. And the Metro features a photo of the Princess of Wales reporting on her taking another big step, it says, towards returning to full public duties after her cancer treatment. The photo taken during a state visit yesterday from the Emir of Qatar.
I don't know if you were watching our programme yesterday, Ben, but we had the great Richard Curtis on, writer of all those fabulous films, Love Actually, For Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill. He's got a new Christmas film out, and it's set where he lives, in Suffolk.
OK.
And it's about this beautiful community.
It's animated, you said.
It's animated.
Yep.
Everybody looks after each other. And lo and behold, in the paper today, in the Mirror, the Suffolk town of Woodbridge is the happiest place in Britain, according to this survey. Boutiques, coffee shops, public houses, pubs, great restaurants, all within walking distance of each other is fantastic. Apparently, people who live there have a fabulous time. Second is Richmond upon Thames. Third is Hexham in Northumberland.
Oh, a real mix.
A real mix, yeah.
That sounds like the perfect combo of stuff, actually.
It does.
But I wonder whether it's going to stay really friendly, because there's a new stat that says that we're really bad at cheating at board games. So if you're getting out the board games this Christmas...
We're bad at cheating, or we're good at cheating?
There's too many of us are cheating.
Oh, yeah,
a third,
that's true.
27% have a full-blown argument with a friend or a relative as a result of cheating in a board game. 11% had experienced falling out over Christmas lunch. So it's the board games that are the problem, apparently, on Christmas.
So what, people go grumpy about...
Yeah,
who wins?
63% had the experience of an initially friendly board game becoming much less so. It's about making up words in Scrabble. I think that's always the killer.
The point of a board game is to have a nice time, surely.
Yeah, but some people get too competitive.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't be competitive, it's Christmas. Nearly.
Nearly.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of time.
300 hospice beds in England aren't being used as managers struggle to pay for the nurses to staff them. The government will take 3 rail companies into its control next year in a bid to cut delays and cancellations. The BBC presenter Clive Myrie has apologised after failing to declare earnings of more than £145,000 for carrying out external engagements. The payments were made over a period of 3 years and 9 months, but Mr Myrie said he did not fill out the correct paperwork, apologising for what he called several administrative issues. He says he will not take part in any more paid external events for the foreseeable future, apart from some pre-existing commitments. And Scotland's last nuclear power station and 3 others in England will stay operational for longer than previously planned. EDF Energy says the sites in East Lothian, Hartlepool and Lancashire will continue generating power to help bridge the gap until a new station opens in Somerset in 2030.